What's going on, man? Y'all come on in the room. Y'all fall on through. How y'all living? What's going on with y'all? What is happening? I ain't been on here. I ain't been on here live in a minute. I have not been on here live in a minute. What's going on, guys? Yeah, it's 10:36 out here in LA. What's up, but I'm black? What's up, but I'm black though? How are you, dear? Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on here. Been a while since I've been on here. I haven't been on live in a minute. Waiting on everybody to pop on in. Well, where y'all at? Y'all climb on in. What's up, Harlem? What's up, Pomona? What's up, Pretty Brown Eyes? How are you, dear? What's up out there in Houston? I'm going to talk about Texas tonight. I want to see what's going on in Texas. What's up, Jones? Where my Texas folks? What's up, Don Juan? You were watching the old Mac Lessons clips. I'm doing fabulous. The braids, yeah, the braids are still holding up, still making it do what it do. What's up? Somebody's in Ethiopia. Shout out to Minnesota. You know, I do the wave cap. What's going on in Texas, man? You know, folks, brothers out there getting shot. That whole thing with Mo 3, and then Bootsy got shot. And come on, Texas. What's going on with my Texas family? What's going on with my Texas family, man? What's going on out there in Dallas? That whole thing with the rapper, the up-and-coming rapper Mo 3 getting shot and killed. And from what I understand, he was set up by some chick. Yeah, from what I understand, old boy was set up by a chick. And come on, man. Damn. That ain't cool. What's up, but I'm black though? You familiar? Do you know the folks involved in that whole thing? What's up, brown skin baddie? How are you? I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. Fort Worth. What's up, Cat Gaga? Yeah, but Bootsy got shot in the leg. I didn't hear nothing about him getting his leg amputated, though. I didn't hear nothing about that. Yeah, man, her Bobby Brown's son died today, man. I don't know what he died of. That's a very unfortunate thing. Yeah. The word was a chick set up Pop Smoke, too. Man, brothers, y'all got to be careful out here. Yeah, Bobby lost his son. That was unfortunate. Yeah, Boosie got shot. What's up, Court? How are you, dude? They said Bootsy is having complications with his leg, so they might have to amputate because his diabetes. Oh, okay. Wow. So they might have to amputate his leg. Yeah, that's sad. But Dallas, Texas. Now, I understand street business pop off. From what I understand, there might be some street shit involved. But, man, I hate when niggas be getting set up by these damn hood rats. Y'all mess with these chicks and get set up. Y'all really got to be careful out here, especially when you flossing a lot of paper. A lot of times, man, on the street level, let me talk to my little street dudes, man. When you flossing money, when you known to be a flossy type dude, man, you make yourself a real big target doing that. You make yourself a real big target. Yeah, Benny the Butcher got shot out there in Houston. Yeah, Bobby has a couple of sons. But yeah, when you do all that flossing, man, you really make yourself a target. You really make yourself a target by that. Yeah, man, I saw what they did with the Marathon store. Somebody vandalized the Marathon store that, I think the police might have been involved in that. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, they really vandalized that area. I'm gonna drive by there tomorrow and see what's going on. Yeah, man. Pray for Bobby, man. Shout out to Bobby Brown. I'm gonna get you on here in a second, Brown Skin Baddie. I gotta see what's going on with you. But nigga said I got genuine braids. Yeah, the rapping dentist got shot out there in Texas. I mean, god damn, man, brothers are getting shot in Texas like crazy, man. This is what I don't like. I don't want to see brothers out there getting shot up in Texas, and these race soldiers are walking around here untouched. You understand? I mean, damn, you got all the courage in the world for another brother, but yeah, you got race soldiers and white supremacists out there heavy. What's up, Heru Jones? How you doing, fam? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, man. To have the Marathon store vandalized like that, and that parking lot is kind of fenced off, is closed off, so who would do that? Yeah. So what we got to do, we got to kind of chill out on that flossing. What's up, great goddess? Yeah. I think the police had something to do with that vandalism of Nipsey's store. No, definitely nobody in the neighborhood would do no shit like that. Definitely nobody in the neighborhood. People have too much respect for that area. People make sure that area is clean. The neighborhood makes sure that that area is protected to a certain degree. So nobody in the neighborhood would do that. And for somebody to be comfortable enough to go over there and vandalize that spot, it looked like the police did that. Just to be comfortable enough to go over there and vandalize that looks like some sucker ass cop shit. That sounds like some sucker, because again, they've had a bone in their ass about Nipsey for a long time. Now the policemen, they've always had a bug in their ass about Nipsey and Sam in that area. I've been telling people for years that, they've been trying to get Nipsey out of that spot. They've been trying to take back that location. They were hassling Nipsey for years at that location. They would go in there, do raids, sweeps. They would do this shit for years. So, and I think Sam and those guys still own that lot. I think they still own it. So again, this looks like an intimidation tactic. Yeah. And hold on one second. Hold on. Let me see. Who the hell is this dude? Get on, man. Some game. We're trying to chop up game. Say it could be the hip hop cops. Hey, man, it could be. Yeah, we got a couple of butthurt trolls in here, and I'm inviting one to get on. Get your ass on if you got something to say. All right, get on. All right, get on camera. Don't hide. Don't show your ceiling.
You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite.
Get on camera. Get on
You're
camera.
a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite.
Okay, I smell bussy. This nigga got rainbow colors. He got Sunny Delight filters on his fucking phone. Get on camera. Don't be a bitch. Get on camera. Get on camera.
You're a hypocrite.
Okay. All right. You were repeating the same thing like a bitch. Okay. Nigga got a lisp. Repeating the same thing like a bitch. You're a hypocrite. You a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. Bitch made nigga. All right. You can't talk to me like a man. You don't talk at all. We ain't playing that game. See, we got to get this manhood shit back together. You dig? We got to get manhood shit back together. Nigga, you got something to say to me, you look me in the eye and say it. You don't hide like a bitch, repeating the same thing. Hiding, putting rainbow filters, putting tangerine. That nigga put his thong over the phone. This nigga put his fucking tangerine colored thong over the phone. You a hypocrite. Do a hypocrite. Do a hypocrite. Repeating the same thing over like a bitch. You don't get to talk to me. You don't get to talk to me, nigga. All right, let's get that shit straight, bitch ass. Nigga, you already lost. You can't be man enough to get on camera and look at me and talk like a man. You don't have the luxury to talk to a real man. This ain't time for bussy gang, bussy gang, bussy gang. Hide, nigga. That's the problem. We got to get this manhood thing together. You know? That's the problem here. We got too many bitch asses out here. You know? What's up, LA Boxing? We're gonna have to get this cowardice thing out of here. There's too much stuff going on with us, man. We got to get brothers out here to really get down and get busy. Yeah. You know, they've been trying to buck break us, and unfortunately, a lot of dudes are buck broken out here. A lot of them are buck broken. You're not gonna bring that shit over here. Yeah, it might have been a white boy. Yeah, I think it might have been a white boy. Yeah, and we know a lot of these suspected white supremacists. They're naturally insecure because you have to depend on a system of white supremacy to feed your dumb ass. You know, you're a hypocrite. Oh goodness. So whatever. Um, but like I said, that vandalism that happened at the marathon store, you know, that ain't the business. Now y'all know this Jeezy and Gucci Mane versus is coming up. Okay. I think it's going to happen next week. When is it? Is it happening this weekend? When is the Jeezy and the Gucci Mane versus coming up? When is that happening? When is that going on? Yes, buck breaking. Yeah, we're working on that now. That's going to be phenomenal. When is the Jeezy? It's tomorrow. Okay, let me say this, and that's the good matchup. That's a good matchup. I don't like the energy of it though. To be honest, the energy that's being used to promote it, I'm not feeling the energy. Even though it's a good matchup, it's a lot of it's a beef thing. And the whole thing with versus what makes it a cool thing is that it's more of a respect thing. The whole versus thing, it's really supposed to be about respect. You're just kind of honoring your fellow artists. It's a respect thing. That's the good thing about it. So when you watch it, you know, it's a love thing there. It's a respect, it's love. And that was the cool thing about it, to get away from some of the negative bullshit that's already out there. Now with this, you know, these dudes got like a body in between them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody between Gucci Mane and Jeezy, somebody got killed in that whole thing. You understand? Yeah, there's a body that got caught in that, and now they're kind of sharing. You know, there's memes being going back and forth. You know, cats taking shots. So now I don't like this type of energy, to be honest. Even though it's a good matchup, that's the energy we don't need, because now the shit, I don't want the verses, and I said this before, the verses is too positive already. And when something that black people are doing is positive, when other hands get involved, it's going to turn into something else. You dig? So now I don't want the verses to go downhill. I don't want verses to turn into some DJ Vlad shit. You know? That I don't like. Now that there's a lot of corporate hands getting involved with the verses, whenever white people start getting involved too much, then the shit gets negative for us. We don't need that shit. We don't need it. We don't need that. You know? We don't need it. Yeah. Yeah, I understand what happened. I know what happened. I know what happened. I know what happened with that whole situation. Yeah. So, even though I know you got to kind of beef it up for the ratings and all that, it just doesn't need to be something that's, and I don't want to be the old nigga in the room like, oh, y'all got to get together and love each other now. I turning it into a beef for profit for the corporate sector, that's what I don't like. If niggas got a problem, you got to do what you got to do if you got a problem with a nigga. You understand? But when there's a beef being promoted and then there's going to be a Vlad or a corporate structure that's going to benefit from it, just like with the East-West beef, the Vibe magazines and the Time Warners and all of these people, they were capitalizing off that. Remember, when you got a bunch of dead rappers out here, these record labels start capitalizing off of it. You dig? That's what I don't like. You got a string of dead rappers, and all of a sudden, the Time Warner stock goes up or whatever. I'm just using them as a hypothetical. I don't want to get sued by Time Warner by saying whatever. But yeah, they make money off that. Yeah. So that's not cool. If I have beef with folks, that's just between me and them. Somebody's mentioning Umar, me and Umar, which is old. I haven't really dissed Umar like that in years. And niggas are still bringing it up like it's a recent thing. It's not. And even then, that was between me and him. Yeah, and I kind of stopped when I saw that there was some, the dude might be really going through some things mentally. So, I just kind of chilled out on it. I didn't, niggas are still picking at the dude, and I just kind of let it go, you know? Yeah, it's a historical pattern, you know? You think Jay Prince. Now, yeah, you know what would be interesting? If a versus with Jeezy and Gucci Mane, and it's moderated by Jay Prince. That would be cool. Yeah, of Kamala. I don't know. I get so many memes. Yeah, man. A lot of folks. Sinbad, the comedian Sinbad, he had a stroke. So hope he gets a speedy recovery. What's up from Toronto? Yeah, E40's catalog is a beast. So Jeremiah's off the ventilator. That's good. That's good. To Janet Jackson versus J Lo. Hilarious. What's up with the vaccine? Well, I done talked about that before. Snoop Dogg has already done a versus already. Yeah, the Sinbad had a stroke. What's up, Chanel Hall? What's up, Miami in the building? Let me say this. My people in Florida, let me say this. My people in Florida, you got to be safe out here because Governor DeSantis, he did a press conference. Remember last week where he put out that statement, that racist ass Governor DeSantis of Florida? He put out a racist ass dog whistle talking about they're going to expand the stand your ground law, meaning that civilians can shoot looters. It's like an anti-mob law where you're going to be legally allowed to shoot looters. That's a code word for black people. All that anti-mob, these are code words for black people. Okay? Looter has always been a code word for black people. And looting doesn't just mean when there's riots or whatever going on. Every black person is considered a looter. That's just a racist code word. And the minute he made that announcement that they're going to expand the stand your ground law to allow people to shoot looters, the race soldiers, this has now in Florida, the second time in a week, the race soldiers are just pulling over random cars of black teens and just shooting. In 2 counties out there, I think one place is in Cocoa, Florida. I think that's the name of it. It was a car full of black teens. Race soldiers pulled up on them, started busting. And a couple of days ago, it was some teens. They got pulled over. And they said the passenger was uncooperative. I guess he didn't want to give his name or whatever. Then it just started, the 4 cops just start busting in the car. Killed an 18-year-old black kid. Family, they are waging open war in Florida right now. I want y'all to understand. My Florida people, black folks, you really got to be careful in Florida because the state has basically said they ain't punishing race soldiers at all down there. They've basically gotten the green light. They're not going to get punished. It's perfectly legal for them at this point to just walk up to a car full of black kids, whether you did anything or not, and to just start busting in the car. And they've made that shit legal. All they got to do is say, okay, I thought the niggas was looters. I thought that they had this. I mean, just for random, any arbitrary reason. Okay? And this is going to be pushback for Biden's winning, okay? Just understand this. I told y'all there's going to be a pushback, just like with Obama. When Obama got elected, there was a pushback, and this is when we started seeing all these race soldiers slaughtering black folks, and Obama and his administration didn't do a damn thing. This is why black people were dumb for voting for Biden, because Biden is not going to protect you from the backlash, and they are not going to protect you for shit. They're going to give the race soldiers more money. We do the dumbest shit. I swear to God, we do some stupid shit, man. We sit up here and just sacrifice everything just so we can have a one-day party. Niggas thought if we get to party with white folks for one day, that's good enough. And that was open warfare on niggas. And Biden ain't gonna do a damn thing. It's gonna be up to you. It's going to be up to you to have to protect yourself and to produce justice. And notice, I'm noticing something very interesting too. I keep seeing the word Gandhi pop up. Obama said something. He has a new book out, and they were talking about a quote he said about Gandhi. And this is something I want y'all to watch. 2 things I need y'all to watch. Because when I see certain words pop up or certain names pop up from certain Democrats and liberals, that means something is coming from the top. So y'all be careful about seeing the name Gandhi being invoked now. Be very careful about this. Okay, because my antennas are picking up on this little Gandhi thing now. A couple of folks are mentioning Gandhi very arbitrarily, talking about Gandhi, his nonviolence, and his influence on Dr. King and the nonviolent movement. 2 things. What's up, Lulu? 2 things about Gandhi. Lulu, don't throw up on me. You look like you're about to fucking throw up. Lulu, go with mommy. Go with mommy. 2 things about this Gandhi thing they're bringing up. Number one, I think they're bringing up Gandhi and trying to tie Gandhi into Dr. King and black civil rights in order to tie Kamala Harris in by proxy. Okay? Let's be very, you see, I look at what they're doing from a chess move level. Yeah, the East Indian society don't have no love for black society. Also, um, Gandhi was an anti-black racist. We know that. We know that. We know Gandhi was an anti-black racist. But people are bringing up this Gandhi thing. To me, it looks like they're trying to use Gandhi as a proxy for Kamala Harris, trying to show how East Indian culture somehow influenced foundational black American culture, which is not true at all. Okay? That's not true. They keep telling you that certain laws got passed because of nonviolence. That's a crock of shit. You go listen to my last broadcast. They want you to believe that John Lewis got his ass whooped and white people felt sorry for him. And because they were so morally filled and they took the high road and they didn't fight back, white folks saw the greatness of their morality, and white people decided, hey, let's give those people some laws that's going to benefit them. Nothing is further from the truth. Nothing is further from the truth. Yeah, Dr. King, he talked about Gandhi and nonviolence, and they like bringing that up. That's why they got a statue of Gandhi down at the King Center down in Atlanta, which is bullshit. But my dog just farted in my face, but okay. Like I said on my broadcast, the laws didn't get passed. These civil rights laws did not get passed because of nonviolence. Those laws got passed specifically because of the violence. The only reason those laws got passed is because black people took to the streets and started whooping ass. And I want people to study the Holy Week of April 1968. That's when black people almost took this country down. Black people said, fuck this. Black people all over the country in over 100 cities said, you know what, fuck all this, and almost burned this country down, and white society couldn't do shit about it. They tried to dispatch the National Guard and the whole thing. That wasn't doing nothing. This country was going all the way down, and they said, okay, we're going to have to throw some laws out here. It's called Holy Week. The first week of April 1968, the week Dr. King was killed. Dr. King was killed on the 4th of April. The cities all over the country turned up. Over 100 cities were on fire. Cities were on fire in this country. White folks were getting in the business. In order to stop it, they had to pass the 1968 Civil Rights Law, the Fair Housing Law. They passed that law 7 days later. They immediately put that law in effect, saying, okay, black people, we give up. We give you equality. No more racial discrimination. That's why the laws got passed. It wasn't because of no goddamn nonviolence. What's up, Brown Skin Batty? Let's get Brown Skin Batty on here. So we need to understand history. See, they don't tell you about that. What's up, Brown Skin? Okay, Brown Skin Batty must not have her sew-in locked down. She pops on. Man, there's so much of our history that's not talked about. Oh, you're in the bathroom? Okay. That means she got the bonnet on. Yeah, Dr. King was elected. Yeah. That means brown skin Betty. Well, she might have she got a white man over there. There's a white man at her crib, so she don't want us to see the white man. She's teaching him how to use a wash rag, like Serena Williams is teaching her white man how to use a wash rag. You're teaching him how to. to comb the hairs on his back. You're helping him get the headlights up out of there. You're trying to get the little wet dog smell out the shower. Uh, she's over there with little Connor. Uh, yeah. What's up, Deshaun Malone? But yeah, every major city, it was popping, nigga. Wasn't no damn non-violence. Let me tell you something, man. Black folks, we've always been with the shits, man. We've always gotten stuff done. We've always had to, come from the hip with that thing if need be. That's the only way you got stuff done. You know? Okay, damn, this dog is loud. Lulu, go to mommy. 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 That's Lulu's ass. Look at her. Lulu, go to mommy. Go to mom. Go to mom. Go to mom. Go, 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 go. Yeah, Lulu likes to lay right up under me with all that damn snoring. Yeah, that's Lulu's ass. She's snoring loud as hell. Yeah. What's up, Tiffany? Was that Tiffany Renee? Damn, Lexi, you in that Birkin? What's up, Tierra Dynamite? Yeah, our other dog is at the doggy hospital. She had to have surgery. Honey, there's some kind of little genetic thing with their legs. Those kind of dogs, there's something going on with their leg bone that's real janky. So we had to get surgery on her. Yeah. Said Lulu need a CPAP. Hilarious. Yeah, Lulu is cool. What's up, Burdell, the African warrior? What's up, brother? What's up, Mo Greens? Yeah, I love Frenchies. Yeah, Lulu is cool. Shout out to the UK. You say a Mink Slide versus APX versus, that would be cool because I love those guys. I love those guys. That would be kind of a hard one because it'd be kind of like Brandy and Monica because one of the best songs we got is a song that they produced and I wrote. That song, Your Touch. That's a banging ass song, man. Your Touch is the shit. We're about to go in the studio again. We're about to do an EP. What's up? Why not them? Add you. Shooting in 5 days. Yeah, man, it's crazy down there in Florida. Yeah, what's up, Bess? I talked about that. What's up, Always with Love? How are you, dear? Always with Love. What's up, Raleigh, North Carolina? I know about Bobby Brown's son. What's up, Mel Beats? What's going on out there in Watts? Shout out to Watts. What's up? Buck breaking is coming early 2021. God damn, this dog is so loud. What's up, Godfrey? What's going on with you, fam? Everybody say what's up to Godfrey in here. Buck breaking. That's 2021. It's coming early 2021. It's coming early 2021. We got Godfrey in the house. Godfrey is one of the only people I know who can do a Terry Crews impersonation. That shit is hilarious. It sounds just like this motherfucker, too. Mac Lessons Reloaded. But I'm like, what's up, Chrissy the Classy Wino? Was Godfrey, you back in New York? Did y'all see that? About speaking of New York, did y'all see that video I posted up of some dude in New York goes around in a rat costume, and I posted it. This fucking idiot. He has a rat costume and he runs around the subway, And that's not even the funny part. The funny part is how New Yorkers don't even give a shit. Everybody, I've always been amazed at how unfazed New Yorkers are about the craziest shit. Nothing phases y'all at all, which is, that's funnier than anything to me. Y'all don't be fazed by shit. I remember going to New York for the first time, and I'm like in shock at all the crazy shit I'm seeing. I'm like, man, you don't see this nigga walking around in a thong in broad daylight? I'm like, this shit is crazy. Yeah. Where's Godfrey? Let me get Godfrey on. Where's Godfrey? Let me get Godfrey on real quick. Get Godfrey to chop it up. He's scared to go. What's up, Playboy? What's up? What's good with you, player?
What up?
What kind of wine bottles you got in there, man? Look like you got flued out with all the wine in the back. You ain't getting flued out by no white women, are you, brother? It sound like a white woman that flew you to France.
This a black. This is a black woman's collection. This is a black woman's shit.
Oh damn, man! That's a lovely background back there, man.
Oh yeah, there's some other shit there. She put all but yeah, this is black woman shit. No white girls. No white girls, man. I don't have no white girl evidence, man. Come on, man.
Oh yeah. You got to get rid of you got to get all the Olivia Newton-John CDs out the house before the sisters come through.
All the quiet riot shit.
Oh yeah, you got to sweep up all them loose hair strands.
What's been up, man?
I'm good, man. Have you been able to do comedy, man? To perform anywhere around this time?
Yeah, man. I've done like 7 cities, dude. Houston, Dallas, St. Louis, Chicago, LA, Connecticut, Philadelphia. I was in Philly last week. DC, like 8. They're all COVID safe.
Okay.
Instead of like if you got a place that holds 300, it's going to be 150. They're going to make it half. They distance out the seats. People come in with the mask and shit. It's weird, but
yeah,
you know. And then of course we on stage, so we far away. We already distanced from everybody. We don't meet nobody after the show. We be like, everybody, good night. And no meet and greets and all that shit. And we got our own separate mics, which they should have been doing in the first goddamn place. But
yeah,
because mics be stinking, man. Niggas is nasty. Niggas is nasty. He be smelling like booty, dude. The next motherfucker get off, like, give it up for that nigga. God damn. So I've been, we've been getting lucky. I don't know. I know the second phase is coming. I don't know what the fuck's about to happen. But yeah, man, I've been fortunate to get in some shows, man. Word up. Like, woo.
Now, have they offered you a Netflix special yet?
Listen,
bruh, you need a fucking Netflix special. I don't know what the fuck Netflix. You should have been had a Netflix.
And you know what's real fucked up? Is I know the dude that runs the comedy, and this nigga he's a dude from Montreal. Okay. And I used to do Montreal Comedy Festival every year, know him. Then he moved, he said, man, I got a job at Netflix. I'm like head of the comedy. I said, word? Yo, that's dope. Known this motherfucker 15 years. He gets to LA and flips on a bunch of us. Just kind of skips us, man, like some weird. You know what I mean? It was weird. Yeah. So everybody's saying the same thing. But what's cool is I'm doing Tiffany's Haddish's second season of They Ready. So it's all good.
Oh, that's cool. Shout out to Tiffany. I love Tiffany.
Tiffany Haddish hooked me she hooked me up, Dean Edwards, Tony Woods, and some other ladies on there. So it's gonna be we got our foot in the door. Tiffany was like, no. She goes, I already know you deserve. Yo, you need to get on my shit. Fuck that. Yeah. Get on my shit. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Let me just do that. So we shot it some weeks ago in LA. So it's coming out next year.
Okay. What do you think about a lot of the very new comics coming up now? What do you think is different about some of the new comics that's coming up, really coming up off of social media? Because we're seeing that now.
Okay, now, if people don't understand that comedy is a goddamn craft, a lot of these Instagram motherfuckers that aren't. There's a few Instagram dudes that are actually trying. They're actually taking the craft seriously.
Right.
Some girls, but a lot of these motherfuckers really think that a 60-second sketch is the same as being on stage for 60 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It is a time continuum. They got it fucked up. But I go, hey man, good luck with that hour you're supposed to do it live. Good luck with that. Because I hope you can edit that shit. Because they're not watching you do sketches, bro. Comedy is so motherfucking hard, dude. And I'm a funny dude. Yeah. And I can do it well. But guess what? It took me 20 years to do it really. It's Dave Chappelle, 30. Dave Chappelle's been doing it 30-something years. Chris Rock, 30-something years. Louis C.K., 30-something. You know what I'm saying? Well, before Bill Cosby was in jail, 50 years. It takes, it's a real craft. And it's not me hating. I hate when motherfuckers say hating. I go, it's no different than, look at Busta Rhymes' new album. That shit is fire as fuck. Have you seen his new album? But look how long Busta's been doing this shit. Look how long Nas's King Disease. Look how long they've been doing this shit. This is a craft, bro. Like, it's a real craft, man. And you know, all I'm around is musicians. I'm around theater, motherfucker. I'm around niggas and that work the craft. And so I'm not mad at the Instagram people hustling. I ain't mad at none of that shit because I actually learned from a lot of those cats. I did stuff with them and I learned the technology. I learned so there's stuff I've learned from them. But I tell them, the ones that want to take it serious, I say, yo, this shit is a craft. Do not get it fucked up. Do not think that your sketch is the same as going on stage. I'm trying to tell y'all, you ain't listening. And they're getting, a lot of them are getting body blows. They're getting whoop, pop, pop, because then they go and hire, they go on stage with some real comedians that go up and open up the show and give them a hot 30 minutes. They be getting sunned by a bunch of real comics, and then they go up there like, any questions? What the fuck you mean questions? A lot of them do Q&As to hide. They'll do a Q&A. Motherfuckers will be like, I got a question, do some jokes. When are you gonna get them going, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. But if they're thinking it's a quick fix, because here's the problem with a lot of these Instagram stars. They got like 4 or 5 million hits. They're selling out. They're selling out, but it's not gonna last long because you know what's fucked up? It's like you got to come back to that city. They're gonna be like, oh man, and then as you haven't developed because your popularity is outdoing your craft work. The craft work is a slow process, but the hype is so fast. They're gonna be like, come back, and then you're gonna come back, and I guarantee you, Cleveland, Baltimore, I know some cities that will, yes, you will hit that wall, and niggas will be like this, yo, get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen some of these Instagram comedians get up on stage and just get booed. I mean, they do like 3 minutes and people are literally booing them. I'm like, oh damn.
Because they'll do their little shit on like, let's say they're known for saying something. Like, let's say I'm an Instagram star and I'm known, I go, booga, booga, bigga, booga, right? Let's say I'm that guy. I'm the booga, bigga, booga, motherfucker, right? And then I get on stage, right? Everybody's clapping, woo, because they see me. And I'm like, what do I say? Everyone goes, booga, bigga, bigga, booga. I was right. That's right. And I'll do it one more time. What is it? Now it's like, all right, nigga, all right, enough. Booga, booga. Okay, like, give us an act. Give us an act. And what if the lights are out on the audience and you can't like talk about niggas? That they think that's comedy too.
Yeah, roasting everybody for like
and not everybody knows how to roast. Okay? Yeah. Not everybody knows how to roast. That is a skill. That is a skill. Can you like D.L. Hughley can roast niggas for an hour.
Yeah.
He can literally go like this. Say, what's up, brother? How you doing? And for an hour with no problem. That is a craft, bro. That's not some shit you just they think that. You know what I mean? Yeah. What if you got a mixed audience? It's just white, it's a mixed audience, and they're like, and they're not booing you. They're just quiet. That's the worst. When they don't laugh and they just let you talk.
And don't boo.
And don't boo.
When they boo, you can just go and get up.
And you can hear them sipping on shit like. You see the motherfucker swallow the water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I try to tell the ones that are serious about it, like, I'm trying to tell you, even the guys like and the women that have been doing comedy a long time, there's times when we do shows where it's kind of tough, but we know how to work our way through it.
Yeah.
But I go, man, there's some, and somebody just named somebody. There's some people that have been getting body blowed like a motherfucker. People are walking out on their shows, leaving their shows because they thought, and these are some of the ones that have been talking shit about the old school comics. I go, my friend, let me tell you what an old school comic is when they've been doing it about 40, 50 years. A seasoned comic, 20 years. We at our prime, partner. So, you know what I'm saying? When you doing 20, 25 years, no, I'm at my prime. Fuck what you talking about. You ain't gonna be brilliant in 5 years. Nobody's brilliant in 5 years. You can have potential and go, yo, that motherfucker's funny. That motherfucker's funny. But brilliance don't come. It comes over years, bro. Like, I remember hanging out with Seinfeld, and I was in my 9th, 10th year. I was about to start headlining. You know, I put my 10,000 hours in. Yeah. And Seinfeld was sitting with me. He said, yeah, man, I saw you on stage. You're really funny. I said, how long you been doing this shit? And I thought I was the shit. I was like, yeah, man, about 9, 10 years. He goes, okay, you're a 9-year-old, so you're in grade school.
Oh, damn.
No, he told me he gave me some real advice. He said, you're in grade school, so you're a 9-year-old in comedy. Whatever your year is in comedy, that's your age. I said, man, my man, that was the greatest advice I've almost ever, that was the best. And that, because it keeps you in your place. You know? It keeps you in your spot. And it's a perfect analogy because it is like that. A 5-year comic is different than a 7-year comic, different than a 9-year comic, different than a 15-year comic. And if you think about it as far as age, think about a 5-year-old. A 5-year-old can speak English, not that great, but pretty good. A 7-year-old speaks better than a 5-year-old. A 10-year-old speaks way better than a 5 and a 7. A 15, right? It's a perfect analogy. That was one of the best advice that Seinfeld gave me.
Do you personally tailor your comedy to different audiences, like the white audience and the black audience?
Oh yeah, it's nothing. No, I just came back.
A lot of folks can't make that transition.
Hell no. And that's the thing. I tell people, think globally, man. Malcolm X always said, don't just think locally, think nationally and internationally. Yeah. It don't matter who's in the audience for me. I'll destroy any, because I'm a global dude. I've always been a very different comedian too. I did the black comedy shit. You know, I came up in Chicago. You see. Yeah. Bernie Mac's room. I did Bernie Mac's club. It was Bernie, me, Dion Cole, Bernie, Corey Holcomb. It was all the Chicago motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It was D-Ray Davis. It was all of us at the Cotton Club.
I love D-Ray. D-Ray's good at roasting too.
Well, D-Ray and Corey Holcomb too. Yeah. Woo! And you know, Corey, I grew up with Corey. Well, I know Corey since I was 15 years old. So Corey was always a roasting motherfucker, you know?
Oh, that's my nigga.
And so I brought Corey to amateur night, forced him to go on stage.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I forced him. I said, no, you too damn funny. You too fucked up and dark. That needs to be crafted out. And Corey, been doing it for 20. Now you look at him, he's like a whole nother, he's a fucking animal on stage. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it didn't matter to me because one thing Bernie respected about me was like, he said, the one thing I like about you, Godfrey, he said, I remember he used to be like this, man, motherfucker, you don't have to change your act. Motherfucker do white, you do black, motherfucker do anything, you know? You can do the same motherfucking joke here as you could do over there. You know, because I was doing both. I was doing black shit and I was doing mainstream. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to make sure I'm gonna do my black shit, make sure I'm funny, because I want to be black approved funny first. You feel me? But if as long as there's bodies in the room, I don't give a fuck. My shit's global. I can talk about anything. It don't matter to me. It could be all Muslim. I was in Saudi Arabia and destroyed that bitch in Saudi Arabia. If you can speak English, I'm about to wreck the fucking room. If you can speak English, it's over.
You know, is it true that sometimes the comedian doesn't have to focus on being funny? they can just focus on being interesting. I think Dave Chappelle said something to that effect.
Bernie Mac told me that shit.
Oh,
Bernie
really?
Mac used to tell me, and Bernie, you know, Bernie was a destroyer. So
Yes, he was.
but Bernie used to be like, let me tell you something, man. 50% of the shit is being interesting. I remember that shit. He said it's 50% of it is them wanting to just be in the fucking room with you. Because you know, there's some comedians you watch, you go, why do they like this motherfucker? He's not that or she's not that. There's just some people, like, you know, Kevin Smith, the director, the comic book men dude.
Yeah.
He's always in his hockey jersey. And, you know, so he was doing some concerts and he was selling out. He wasn't really doing comedy. I was watching it on HBO. And I was like, what the fuck? Is he doing comedy? Because I was like this, man, what the fuck is he doing? You know, that's, what's his Silent Bob and all that. Right. So I was in Tampa Bay. I was doing a Tampa Improv. And so the driver's taking me to the hotel, and it's a Wednesday. I said, yo, who's at the club tonight? Because I had to perform the next night. He goes, oh, that Kevin Smith is there. I said, Kevin Smith, the director, motherfucker? He goes, yes, it's packed. It's like sold out. I said, I watched that motherfucker on HBO. I got to see what the fuck this dude's doing. So I said, take me to the club. So I went up and I sat in the back. It was packed with all nerds, you know, nerdy motherfuckers, you know, comic book people. And so I said, man, let me see what's the big deal about this motherfucker. When I tell you he talked for first of all, he can talk forever. He was up there 3.5 hours. And I was like this the whole time. He was one of the most interesting dudes. He was just amazing to be around. Like, he was so humble and gave great advice to people. And I got it. I said, sometimes it's not about, there's people who are funny as fuck, but you don't want to really be around them though. You're like,
and I saw Kevin Smith, he was doing a lecture just like you said.
Lecture, right.
He was talking about Prince and how he met Prince, and he was directing some kind of documentary for Prince. And it was just completely fascinating. And fascinating. Every word, yeah.
He was fascinating, man. And a lot of times that is 50% of it. Do people want to be around you? What kind of energy do you have? That's why when you see a lot of talented people that aren't making it, a lot of times it's them. A lot of times it can be that people don't want to fuck with you. They don't. I hope I'm not like that, but some people don't want to be around that shit. But that's what makes sometimes you're born with that person just has it, where they're just interesting motherfuckers. You know that. Like with different leaders from Malcolm X. Malcolm X was an interesting dude. You know what I mean? You know, even Al Sharpton is fucking as much as, but Al's kind of interesting. Like, you listen to the guy, you go, I kind of watch the guy. I kind of like him, but sometimes you're like, but something about that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
You know who's like that? Jesse Lee Peterson is like that. The Coon?
Yes, the Coon.
Jesse Lee. Even though he's a despicable coon, he's so interesting.
He's so interesting. Did you do his show?
Yes, I've done his show before. He's hilarious.
Because he goes like this. No, black people ain't shit. Yeah. Come on,
straight face.
And he's like, no. And it's I gotta give him credit. He goes, whatever. I'm not mad at somebody who speaks their own truth. If that's your truth, fine. He sticks with it. He don't give a.
And people think it's an act. This is one thing. People think that's an act. That's really not an act.
No.
Jesse Lee Peterson has been to my house. He's been here to my house. And because we were filming. And he was like, this is off camera. He's like, you have a very nice house, Nasheed. I said, thank you very much. He said, if black folks weren't so lazy, they could have. God damn.
He's an interesting, you know, like Candace Owens, the other coon.
Yeah.
Like, that bitch is interesting. I mean, she's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I sit there and watch her now. She's pregnant with white genes in her now.
And, yeah.
And she's so proud to be so just filled up by white man's cum. So she's just bloated with fucking sellout juice. Yeah. And so I was like, but she's interesting as fuck though. Like, she's an interesting person. Like, she's just interesting. I fucking can't stand that bitch, but I gotta watch her. I watch what she says. It's not everybody has that.
No doubt. Now, who's your favorite comics? Who do you like? Who do you like watching?
I love watching Earthquake.
Yeah.
I love watching Corey.
Yeah.
I liked Mike Epps back in the day. I watched the old school Mike Epps.
Yeah.
He hasn't done a lot. It's because he's acting a lot. But Mike Epps, I like Louis C.K. I like David Tell. David Tell. I like a lot of guys that are and girls that are under. I love Marina Franklin. I like watching Kathleen Madigan. I like watching what's his name? Oh God. Oh my God. I just fucking Brian Regan. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious.
Brian Regan.
He's hilarious.
Son.
Yeah.
Woo, that white boy is funny as fuck, yo. Brian Regan fucks me up. Sinbad. Sinbad was like, and Sinbad's recovering from his stroke.
Yes.
So thank God, because I was just with him on